While there are many people on this earth who would just say what's on their mind and ask if they don't understand something, if they're wondering what somebody thinks of them, they just ask. Or if they messed up something, they just learn from it and do it better next time. However, there are also some people who overthink a bit more than they'd like to. And I'm one of them. And since you clicked on this video, I'm guessing that you are one of them also. So you're not alone. You're not alone. But as nice as it is that you're not the only psycho in this world, it would be nice to know how to turn off that persistent critical voice in your head. Am I right? So the tips I'm about to share with you helped me a lot to cope with my overthinking and make me a much chiller person who is not overthinking every little thing anymore. And I'm sure they help you as well. So let's go. Number 1, register that you are overthinking right now. If you catch yourself overthinking again, register, take notice of your thoughts, and try to analyze whether it makes any sense what you're thinking at that moment. Does it help you in any way? Can you change what happened if something bad happened? Often thinking, of course, can be very helpful because with thinking we can analyze, what to do, or we can learn from past mistakes and do it better. But sometimes we just get caught up in, regretting doing something or wondering how something's gonna turn out, while this is not helping anybody. It's just making you crazy. It's making everything harder, whether you're just being too hard on yourself while doing something in the past, or whether you're just anxious about something that might happen in the future that you don't even know is happening. Overthinking just makes everything more difficult than it has to be. And if you notice that, and if you're aware of your overthinking, it becomes not as dramatic anymore because you're realizing that you're overthinking and you know that you're an overthinker, right? Taking notice of your thoughts, being aware of them helps a lot with calming yourself down and focusing your mind on the overthinking part and not on the actual thoughts. Number 2, schedule time slots for thinking. I know it sounds weird, but give yourself 10 or 20 or 30 minutes where you just intentionally think about what's on your mind. I like to do that when I'm taking a walk because walking or moving in general has something very calming to it, and that way my mind usually does not go too crazy. And if you have those scheduled time slots, first it's easier for you to actually stop overthinking when you catch yourself overthinking, because you can then tell yourself, nope, not right now. I have my thinking scheduled at 4 p.m. and that helps you to, not be scared that if you're not gonna keep on thinking right now, that you'll forget it, and that helps you to shift your mind towards other things that are actually helping you. And second, you can actually think about that stuff, but just give you 10, 20, 30 minutes tops to not waste too much time on it, to actually, try to have a productive thinking time slot that actually gets you somewhere. And if you feel like after 20 or 30 minutes it hasn't gotten you anywhere, then probably you're just overthinking unnecessarily, and you can put that thought away and focus on the thoughts that actually help you. But putting a thought away is probably kind of hard for you because you're an overthinker. So what do you do then? If you feel like you can't get rid of that one thought, distract yourself. Do something that you enjoy doing. That can be hanging out with friends or cleaning your kitchen if you enjoy doing that, because I've heard of those people whom it actually helps to clean because that kind of also cleans their mind. I'm unfortunately not one of those people. I do not really like cleaning, but if you enjoy cleaning, or if you haven't tried it out to distract yourself, maybe try it out. Also, working out or just exercising, taking a walk can help a lot, because that way your body focuses on the movements and not on what's in your head anymore. Something that also studies show that helps us calm our mind down when it's going crazy about something is doing something with our hands, like painting or knitting or something like that, because then again your mind focuses on that particular thing and not on the crazy monkey party going on inside of your head. Another thing that helps me a lot, but also studies show help everybody, is writing it down or talking about it. If you write your thoughts down in a journal, for example, they're not as heavy on your mind anymore because they're on paper, they're out there. And also, if you look at them on that real piece of paper, you might actually notice how overly dramatic they sound and how they're just not helping anybody. It's similar to when you say it out loud. I sometimes notice how dramatic or kind of stupid my thoughts and my worries actually are when I talk to a friend about it. Often everything seems so much bigger in your head, but when you connect it to reality by writing it down on a real piece of paper or saying it out loud to someone, it's kind of a reality slap in your face that wakes you up and lets you realize that reality is actually actually very different than what you created in your head. Another tip that helped me so much when I finally started doing it is meditation. And I know that if you're not a person who's already meditating, you're probably thinking, oh, meditation is not really my thing. I can't sit still for that long, or I don't know, I just can't, focus on my breathing. I feel you. I was like that for so long, but at some point I heard so much about it, and also I'm kind of a science person. If science says that something is working or something, I kind of believe it, and I really, start to actually consider doing it. That's what happened with meditation. As soon as I read that it has really a big impact on your mind and on your body and on your overall well-being, basically, I finally started to try to get into meditation and to do it regularly, and it has really helped me so much. I'm still no yogi. I'm not meditating for an hour or something. I usually do just 10 minutes or 15 minutes a couple of times a week. So it's not really a lot of time, but it really helps so much, because meditation is basically about not letting your thoughts control you, but vice versa. And by focusing on your breath, it's supposed to help you ground and to be in that moment that you are in and not get lost in your thoughts and your worries and your anxiety. So when you meditate, you practice to get control over your monkey mind and register when a thought is coming into your head, but you're not judging yourself. You're not being angry at yourself that you're overthinking or basically thinking in general again. You just register, you say hi to the thought, say thank you for being here, but I don't want you right now. Come back later if you're important, because the important thoughts will come back later. And then you just drop that thought. And I know it sounds a bit too easy right now, and it sometimes is not really easy. Meditation is a practice. You have to practice it to get better at it, but you do get better at it. And especially guided meditations in the beginning can help you to know the tricks to actually get your mind to calm down and focus on your breathing. And if you practice that, it doesn't only help you to control your thoughts while you're meditating, but it makes it easier for you to do the same thing in your daily life. Meditation basically made me more chill in general. It helps me to, overthink less. Whenever I'm worrying about something that I do not really have any influence over, I try to apply the tricks that I've learned from meditation. And that way I can just get rid of that stupid thought. So if you don't like meditation, really give it a try. If you've already been meditating, that's very good. Keep on doing that, even if it's just 10 minutes a day or less. It's just about the practice. The more you do, of course, the better, but don't make yourself crazy. If you can just do 1 minute a week, that's fine. That's better than nothing. Every practice does help us. So these were my top 5 tips that helped me to stop overthinking too much and just have a more chill mind and be happier overall. If you have any tips that I haven't mentioned that help you with getting control over your overthinking, let us all know in the comments so that we can all learn something from each other. Let me know if you like this video, and see you in my next one. Take care.